Hi everybody, it's March 10th, 2026. There is a kind of a circumstance that we run into in our lives, in our mental space. And I like to call this mental boxing sometimes. And when you think about boxing, you think about punching, you think about the impact of a throwing an attack. But mental boxing isn't necessarily about making hits and making or damaging your opponent, your mental opponent. Mental boxing is more about the strategy and the style of thinking that you employ. And what I mean by this, when you're mental boxing, our minds are like wild jungles. There are going to be threats that sneak up on you. There's going to be threats that chase you. There's going to be threats that come to intimidate you. So with mental boxing, you quickly learn that beating them up isn't going to help necessarily, because in mental boxing they're going to get you to your unkempt thoughts are going to get you to turn on yourself and to negate your action, to negate your initiation of an attack in the first place. So with mental boxing, the trick is neutralizing whatever lines of thoughts that cause you to self-harm in any way. I'm not talking about necessarily cutting yourself or whatever, but to sabotage your passion, to sabotage your peace, to sabotage your forward motion. So when you're boxing like this, you have to start to think in a way where fear is not the end-all be-all. Fear is a tool that you can use and that is used against you. You have to use paranoia against itself. You have to turn it against itself. And you have to, and there's other emotions and thought patterns that come along, anxiety. Anxiety is a catalyst for meltdowns. It's a catalyst for self-esteem issues. It's a catalyst for averting or becoming embarrassed. So all these climates of mental weather you're boxing with, you're fighting with. You've got to learn how to neutralize, how to redirect, how to grapple, and how to negate these different opponents. And it is very hard to do when you don't have faith in God, because on our own we are vulnerable. On our own we don't have a base of confidence that is unshakable. But when you are basing with God, you are naturally naturally conscripted into His army of followers, His army of children. So with mental boxing, that strategy that I would say is the first step is to learn the ways in which you react to these negative forces. Learn how you react. Observe how you react, and be honest with yourself so you could find your points of weakness and then flip them around and turn them into strength. So this gets me to thinking about managing the honeymoon phase. Whenever you reach a different level, a higher level, or more powerful level in life, you're going to have a honeymoon phase. And the first thing I can say is, don't disregard it. Don't say I have to not get too comfortable because I know I'm gonna get whacked in the head from being too relaxed, from dropping my guard. That's not necessarily the case. You should enjoy and indulge in the honeymoon phase in order to rest and to recoup and to heal. And after the honeymoon phase is gone, remember how good it was. Remember how you were paid for your accomplishments. Remember how your deeds had been paid unto you. And what you will see is that there are more honeymoon phases that come. They may be smaller, that their time span may be shorter, but once you start indulging in your honeymoon phases, you see that life is not a procession of pain and suffering. You have many key parts in your life where things are good, where you feel at peace, where you have a choice in what you want to do. So the second thing I can say about managing the honeymoon phase is that what makes the honeymoon phase so powerful and what feels so good is because everything you are doing is hitting. Every thought you are thinking is coming to a pleasing conclusion, and you are being inundated with knowledge and wisdom, and nothing can go wrong at these times. You have to remember what you had learned, because once the honeymoon phase is gone, you are going to be tested probably again, and your thoughts of power, your powerful thoughts won't come as easily. But if you remember what you learned during the honeymoon phase, your first 2 or 3 tries to try to implement what you have learned may not work. But if you keep on tweaking it and coming back and honing your actions, you will see that what you have learned in the honeymoon phase is powerful still. It just needs to be wielded by you when you have the confidence or the faith in order to stand behind the wisdom that you know that you have gained, that you know is true. It just may not work the first few times because you either have to start to believe, or you either have to just take that leap and go on with confidence. You have to develop a confidence. And the last thing I can say about managing the honeymoon phase is you don't have to prepare to get ready for it to be taken away. And that's what it teaches you. It teaches you that even though the honeymoon phase goes away, you should stop fearing things being taken away from you. Because what I've learned, that the things that are taken away from you, they not only return, but they make space. People say this all the time. Whatever you have lost, make space for what is meant for you. It may not be that clean cut, in my opinion. It may not be that equal in terms of losing and gaining back in return, in my opinion. But when things are taken away, you learn to accept it. And when you learn to accept when things are taken away, if you truly accept it, if you truly are fine with it, if you truly have faith in your future, they come back sometimes, and they come back better. And I can say that God remembers the things that are taken away from you. And if you stay around long enough, if you stay fighting long enough after things are taken away from you, you will reach successes that make you forget about what is taken away from you, or make you realize that what you have gained past what has been taken away from you, what you have gained is far more better for you and is far more tailored to you. And this is not hyperbole. This is what I've witnessed. It is always hurt. Is a lot of times it's hurtful to have what you love taken away from you, but this is life, and this is the glory of God exemplified in your repayment, your cathartic homecoming. So I hope this helps. Thanks.